All right. Good evening, class and professor. My name is Michelle Lewis. I am part of Group 5 with Krista and Alex. They will be introducing themselves later into the presentation. Our SWOT analysis we chose to do is on Starbucks. The first strength that I will be discussing is the brand name. They spent $4 million investing in internet branding alone. Starbucks is trying to get their brand name out on more lifestyle products, such as Williams-Sonoma, which is an upscale retailer of kitchenware goods. They have included many other high-end retailers online whose products coincide with the Starbucks lifestyle. Another strength would be their diversity. Employees will participate in a racial bias training session due to the Philadelphia situation where an employee called the police on 2 black men. The company wants to address the issue by doing training sessions. On May 29th, they started a training day for Starbucks on diversity, where more than 175,000 employees at more than 8,000 stores around the country were closed for this session. This program is to address the bias and promote conscious inclusion, prevent discrimination, and ensure everyone inside Starbucks store feels welcome. They changed their policies to allow people to sit and use their bathrooms without even having to purchase anything. These changes can impact how a person's racial bias is employed. Next would be their weaknesses. Their first weakness is price fluctuation. They spend an extraordinary amount of money on coffee beans, milk, sugar, and commodities. They use derivatives contracts just in case prices increase. The stock market rises, compounding gains and risk off trading more often. Starbucks is at 0.63 beta and limits the risk, but bear markets have their own combined risk that could lead to be more harmful situations for the company. The next weakness for Starbucks would be U.S. sales dependence. It's reported weak performance in Europe, Middle East, and Africa. The operating profit declined by 9%. This decline in revenue was due to company store operated, which was due to the sales of its Germany retail operations. $69 million of unfavorable foreign currency translation and the shift to more licensed stores in the region. And Alex.
Alex, can't hear you.
Brand name recognition is a key distinctive competence for Starbucks, an equity that stems from selling premium coffee and related products. Store staff are uniquely and aggressively trained to provide each customer a unique Starbucks experience. The Starbucks experience is a reflection of the company's mission statement, providing second-to-none customer service, highly maintained cafes, and a welcoming cafe atmosphere, which adhere to the communities in which they operate. Product diversity, another key distinctive competence for Starbucks, ranked at 57th place out of 100 brands by Interbrand in 2018, Starbucks is one of the world's most recognized coffee segment brands. The coffee, product, and service company dominates an approximate 25% to 35% of the U.S.'s coffee market via their ability to leverage on broad differentiation strategies by offering a premium product mix of high-quality beverages and between-meal foods on a wide-ranging selection menu variety which allows for optimal age group demographic market targeting. Strategic acquisitions, i.e., for example, a merger with Tata Global Beverages formed Tata Starbucks as a means of entering the India market. Mobile application partnerships had shown considerable sales increases, particularly at 10% in 2014, which may explain the go-ahead with their prior partnership with Niantic in Pokemon Go, as well as their current research and development investments in delivery services with Uber. Cost of goods sold loss reduction. The company will implement a derivative contract in the event prices inflate or increase. Starbucks can source ingredients from independent contracts if necessary. Self-cannibalization reduction. Operations closures as needed. Hotels have more than one Starbucks at one location at a time. Multiple Starbucks cafes can be found in Vegas casinos. Starbucks also has cafe locations within a street's crossings range from each other in bigger cities such as New York.
So our first opportunity is product diversification joint venture partnerships. Starbucks offers the same consistent menu worldwide. They have not diversified their menu based by region. The menu is easily customizable to tailor to local tastes, and company-led menu customizing will eliminate the feelings of overwhelm by the customers. Another one is Global Coffee Alliance with Nestle that they've launched in 2018. They have an expansion of product offerings for the home. And in August of 2019, liquid coffee creamers at the grocery store have been released. The third one is Starbucks Delivers. It's a program they've started with Uber Eats that's going to launch nationwide in 2020. Right now, it's just in several different test markets. However, they are preparing to launch that nationwide. And the second opportunity is to build on their technology. So the use of new technology platform for a joint venture partnership with Uber Eats for the Starbucks Deliver rollout. Both companies are coming together to create and develop that app so that they can be successful with the rollout. The second one is going to be Starbucks mobile ordering and pay app. They've come and gotten that so that there won't be less lines and people can just walk into the stores having already prepaid and ordered, and they can just pick up their drinks and go, and they no longer have to wait in line. And then the last one is incorporating Starbucks rewards program and guest checkout. Previously, they did not have a guest checkout option, so they did have to be enrolled in the Starbucks reward to be able to use their app and preload money, which a lot of people were not comfortable with. They have now added that guest checkout option, which allows you to just use it once or twice. So it's becoming ease of ordering, and it has increased some of the same store sales. The first threat is increased competition. Starbucks has faced intense competition in the US market with Dunkin' Brands and McCafe. They also are prone to self-cannibalization, which is intense competition for themselves, as many Starbucks can be found within walking distance of each other now. They have found an increased competition in the China market with Luckin Coffee. They have come head to head with Starbucks just in that market. They have not proven to be a competition company-wide just in that market, but they have increased sales as well. The last one is the company overall positive growth for fiscal year 2018, even though they have faced all this increased competition. And the second threat is the economy and affordability. So the affordability of Starbucks relies heavily on the economy. If at any time there's an economic downturn, that is going to affect the profitability and long-term shareholder value of Starbucks. Starbucks does remain focused on building a strong relationship with customers and focusing on that Starbucks experience that even they would not be able to get anywhere else, even if they did have to go somewhere that was more price inclusive.
Product diversification is a factor that can develop and grow the capability of their products to meet the diverse needs of their customers, in addition to utilizing the customizability as well as uniqueness of Starbucks beverages' selling point. Dimension of the external environment here is demographic. Starbucks can effectively generate new market segments, those of whom originally did not consume goods and services offered by Starbucks due to differences in culture, age, social status, and geographical location. Tech innovation is a factor that will develop and grow their market share in mobile application delivery services. The dimension of the external environment here is technological. Technology is constantly evolving. Delivery of goods and services rendered by local communities has allowed businesses to deliver on goods. Companies that partner with mobile application services save on delivery costs. Uber and Uber Eats are examples of successful mobile application services. Conclusively, their joint venture partnership allows for cost effectiveness and increased Starbucks service sales. Imitability and affordability of the goods and services rendered by Starbucks companies' rivals are significant forces. Should contingencies like the derivative contracts fail to successfully adapt the company in response to sudden market disruption, many stores will be subject to closure. Both dimensions of the external environment here are for the most part economic and demographic. Starbucks succeeds in the US, whereas overseas, such as Asia and China, their sales are significantly less. Places where a tea cafe culture has a more dominant value in comparison to the US dominant coffee cafe franchises culture. Current trade obstruction in Asia, i.e., China, current investigation into restriction on US goods and services due to trade wars may inflate prices and or even halt Starbucks company operations entirely, thus limiting the company's growth.
Yeah, we're good. We're good. I ended it. Sorry. I'm pretty sure we're good. And the time is about to expire for our session, so I'm like, had to stop and record it.